Comrade, it's a great time having you. This is Nothing Can Stop You Motivational Message I bring to you. My name is Mr. Jose. Go to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of motivational message. Watch them, subscribe to them. I'm counting on you guys to help me. Also on YouTube channel, call Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind. I have a lot of teachings on dating and culture and marriage. Watch them, subscribe to them. I have also ebooks for you guys. Go to Amazon. Have these electronic books for you guys. Building your competitiveness in a crowded planet, $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There is something inside you, the world is in need of $4. Need of generational thinkers, $5. Go to Amazon Kindle and Gambler and get these books for yourself. Thank you for your blistering support you're giving me. In the next 15 minutes, I'm sharing you a motivational message entitled Building Yourself as Self-Made Millionaire. Building yourself as self-made millionaire who actually created the wealth themselves. They didn't inherit it, but those who created it themselves, like Jeff Bezos and those people, say they are self-made millionaires. So building yourself as self-made millionaire. So ostensibly, I appreciate that there is something inside you the world is in need of. It is the repository of eclectic endowment that will help you to detect and direct the world's budget. Perry understood what it means that indeed there's something inside the world is need of, and by have that repertoire of eclectic endowment that will help him to create the self-made millionaire that he wants to be. Prodigiously, this is possible when you build yourself a self-made millionaire. As a matter of fact, you're not in this world by an accident, but instead to re-engineer yourself with that substantial value and restructure your efficiency and streamlining your internalization of structures for adaptive capacity with the period. You're not in the world by accident. You're in the world because you want to re-engineer your substantial value, restructure your efficiency, and streamline your internalize your structures for adaptive capacity, as done by Oki Shumanto, CEO of MasterCard over the period, who understood the founder and CEO of MasterCard, the founder of MasterCard, who understood what it means over the period to build himself as self-made millionaire consistently, relentlessly to achieve a dream. With all the prowess, or with all your ability, it's important that you understand that the brain believes in what you tell it most. So stagger the magnet in your brain by telling your brain that you are made up of what you are made up of is greater than what you have achieved in your destiny. That so the brain believes in what it tells you most, and therefore tell your brain that stagger the magnet in your brain by telling your brain that indeed you're made up, what you're made up of is greater than what you achieve in your destiny. As a man called Ottawa Gidler, was that time after the Americans, these black Americans have been separated to a land called Greenwood Street. They started building the Black Wall Street where these black Americans saw what they are made. They're made up. They tried to ignite their resourcefulness entrepreneurial ability over the period, and understood what it means that indeed they can build themselves to venerated personality. There's this quote for a woman, one of the Australian richest person in the world, one of the richest women in the world, Gina Reinhardt, 2021 said that there is no monopoly on becoming a millionaire. You are in becoming a millionaire. If you are jealous of those who are making more money, then don't just sit down and complain. Do something to make yourself make you make more money yourself. It is an incontrovertible fact that there is no monopoly on. Indeed, Gina Reinhardt is right. There is incontrovertible fact that there is no monopoly in becoming a millionaire, and that you just need to rebalance yourself at that level of explosiveness and restructuring your substantial value over the period to achieve that. Let me share you a story about a man called George Peabody, who over the period built himself as self-made millionaire. George Peabody. Who is George Peabody? George Peabody was an American financier, a business mogul, and a philanthropist who regarded as the father of money philanthropy. While as a young guy, he started like building himself as self-millionaire with a small business. He started engaging, importing daily dry goods from Britain and partner with Elisha Ricks over the period. That's how he started. He started very small, building himself as self-millionaire in that sort of business. That the fact is that you need that small start. That small start will give you that rudimentary requirement that towards building yourself as a self-millionaire. And he kept on. George Peabody in 1927 visited England, and during that time he expanded his entrepreneurial agility by selling American cotton in Lancashire in England. His British business began to see an increasing important role in his business life, and therefore that was the burgeoning of his business group with that level of blistering entrepreneurial agility in the land of the British. In 1937, when he saw that his business was doing very well in Britain, he relocated to London to start a banking business called George Peabody and Company, which was established in 1951 after inspired by the Irish businessman Sir William Brown, with his competitive integrated edge. He diversified his competitive integrated edge. With his competitive integrated edge, he was able to diversify his degrees of smartness over the period. So in 1937, he relocated to London to start a banking business called the George Peabody Company, which was established in 1951 after being inspired by the Irish business mogul, business magnate connoisseur Sir William Brown over the period, and that was the competitive integrated edge of him diversifying his degree of smartness. He started expanding his business into American railways, securities, merchant bank, specialized in financing government and large companies, rose to become one of the premier American business house in London. Later, he formed a partnership with Julius Spencer Morgan, or they called J.P. Morgan, in 1954, where they called the Peabody Morgan Company. And so they formed what they call George Peabody Morgan Company. Peabody in 1964 will later retire and left, and the company was named J.P. Morgan Company. Today, if you're working at J.P. Morgan in the U.S., you should remember a man called George Peabody, who started that in partnership with a man called Julius Spencer Morgan over the period that achieved that. George Peabody is dead and gone. He's regarded as the father of money philanthropist after igniting a wave of philanthropism. He ignited that level of philanthropy in billionaires. The billionaires should commit more of their money into financing people who are economically disadvantaged. He inspired people like John Rockefeller, people like John Hobson, Andrew Carnegie, Audrey Latournelle, Bill Gates, and all those people. He inspired them. Warren Buffett and all those. He inspired these people when it comes to philanthropy, that they have to give what they have. Nothing in this world, understand, nothing in this world can take your plan of connecting yourself to become self-made millionaire with that staggering and crystallizing results consistently relentless for yourself. I want to remind you, I have a lot of motivation. As you go to my YouTube channel, use the name Bismarck Osai, watch them, subscribe to them for me. I'm counting on you. Also, I have another channel, Bismarck Osai. I have another channel called Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind to the World. Watch them, their teachings on dating and courtship, marriage. Watch them and subscribe them for me. Thank you for your support. Have these ebooks for you guys. Go to Amazon Kindle and Camera. The sales are not going. I know you guys will help me drive the sales. Go to Amazon Kindle and Camera. It's an ebooks for you guys. Building your competitiveness in the crowded planet. $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you. $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. $5. There's something inside you. The world is in need of $4. The leaders of generational thinkers, $5. Go to Amazon Kindle and Camera. Help me drive the sales of this book. Somebody will ask, what are some of the very powerful, very palliative measures? What are some of the very vehement measures you can operationalize to make yourself self-made millionaire? What can I do? What are some of the things I have to operationalize? What are the things that I have to efficiently operationalize to make myself self-made millionaire? Number one, consistently overridely, and examine 50 to 30 self-made millionaires, their level of productivity and efficiency every hour, every day, every year. Equip yourself with these vibrant implementation strategies and unconventional brainstorming approaches over the period. Done by a man called Justin Tata, an Indian pioneer who is known as the father of Indian industrialists, the father of Indian industrialists. He had the Indian biggest conglomerate of company, the Tata Company. Justin Tata over the period understood what it means over the period. He equipped himself with a level of productivity and efficiency from self-made millionaires consistently, and built himself to be the father of modern industrialization in India very consistently. Expansively. Number two, what are some of the ways you can do? Number two, expansively. Examine personalities that made themselves self-made millionaires by creating something out of nothing from ordinary substance. Over the period, the world I've seen plethora, multifarious people, myriad, colossal people who made themselves self-made millionaires by creating something out of nothing, of just a substance. Equip yourself with their seismic smartness strategies. Somebody like Phil Knight, that time Phil Knight ordered for shoes in Japan. When Phil Knight got the shoes, a friend, Michael Boerman, said, the shoes, we can create a company of the shoes. Just a shoe he created Nike company, the Nike company. So people have created something out of nothing from a substance. That was very ordinary. Shoe out of Nike, you bought a shoe from somebody, and that he created a Nike company. Also, Asa Candler, who bought Coke recipe from John Smith Babington and turned it to Coca-Cola company. Think about people like Helen Sanders, who just look at the chicken recipe and created KFC. Think about, say, John McTempleton, who created the Templeton finance company in England. These people created something out of nothing, of just ordinary substance. Watch the level of smartness. How did these people crack this problem to make themselves millionaires? Equip yourself with that level of smartness and see how you can create something out of nothing, of substances that you come across in your life. Number three, profoundly, build your build your competitiveness. Number three, build your competitiveness by relentlessly enhancing your opportunity generating capabilities. Understand that everything, every living or living thing you see on the environment contains something of God. Be a product of the environment by increasing your connectivity to the environment, resourcefulness, connect to the diversifying geographical policies and plans and projects for the period. So, build your competitiveness. Somebody, how do I do? Relentlessly enhance your potential generating capabilities by understanding that every living things you see on earth contains something of God. Be a product of the environment. Connect yourself to the environment resourcefulness. Connect yourself to diversifying geographical policies and plans and projects consistently to build yourself a 7 millionaire. A man called John Davidson Rockefeller over the period put himself like that. Started life as assistant bookkeeper, later started trading businesses. When the Civil War broke in US, the oil price went up, and therefore he diversified, formed partnership with diversifying into oil business, set up refinery. At a point, his company was controlling 90% of oil production in the US. By 1913, his wealth was almost 3% of the American GDP. He understood what it means to build his competitiveness over the period by enhancing his opportunity generating capability. Number four, in order to achieve that, you have to live leapfroggingly, grow with the cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs in your full of discipline, by building your mental strength to enhance your idea generating capabilities and decision making abilities. So, one of the areas you can also do is to leapfroggingly try to grow with the cloud of the luminaries. How do you do that? You have to build your mental endowment by enhancing your idea generating capabilities and decision making ability over the period. So, how do I achieve that? How do I enhance? How do I build my mental endowment? How do I build my mental strength? How do I make myself mentally strong by enhancing my idea generating capabilities and decision making ability? You can do that by extrapolating permeating ideas and decision making strategies from 200 to 500 self-made millionaires, philosophers, enlightenment thinkers, and think associatively. To build yourself up, think associatively. You look at disciplines, they have over 600 disciplines. Examine the ideas in this discipline, how you can transform them to different disciplines to create a new idea. So, number four, if you want to achieve that, one of the ways you have to work towards achieving that is to grow with the cloud of luminaries in conversation in the field of discipline by building your mental strength. How do you do that? Enhance your idea generating capability. You can enhance your idea generating capabilities, decision making ability by extrapolating permeating ideas and decision making from 200 to 500 7 millionaires, philosophers, Nobel laureates, enlightenment thinkers, and think associatively to grow with a crowd of luminaries, as done by a woman called Magdalene Motululi, a Swedish businesswoman and billionaire over the period consistently who did that to achieve that. Number five, comprehensively give yourself the best version of yourself by enhancing your risk-taking abilities. How do you do that? Examine and extrapolate the reverberating strategies and assertive unconventional approaches used by self-made millionaires and billionaires towards minimizing their risk in their ventures. You can give yourself the best possible by enhancing your risk-taking abilities by examining these self-made millionaires and billionaires, how they minimize risks in their business ventures. Equip yourself with these reverberating strategies and assertive unconventional approaches to pull yourself up, as done by a man called Abdul Samid Rabiu, a Nigerian business magnate, a founder and a chairman of BUA Group Company, a Nigerian conglomerate concentrating on manufacturing or infrastructure and agriculture over the period. Abdul Samid Rabiu, the billionaire over the period, understood what it means to make a self-made billionaire by enhancing its risk-taking ability consistently to achieve that. Number six, without any ambivalence, build your clairvoyance to match with without any ambivalent, build your clairvoyance to match with the transition in experience, productivity, and efficiency in the next 5 to 10 years. Connect your mind to these things and prepare yourself ahead of time to discover the world you never knew existed. So number six, what you're supposed to, without any ambivalence, without any doubt, boom, your clairvoyance and your ability to match with the transition in resilience, productivity, and efficiency in the next 5 to 10 years. Connect your mind to these things and prepare your mind ahead of time to have on prime, meaningful insight and comprehensive perspective to discover a world you never knew existed, to build yourself as self-millionaire. Enhance your efficiency. This will enhance your efficiency and the productivity of your mind with a pretty radical knowledge to prepare yourself for such a journey, as done by a man called John Jacob Astor, a German-born American businessman, a merchant, a real estate mogul, and investor of the period who understood what it means to build his clairvoyance to match with the transition in resilience, productivity, and efficiency in the next 5 to 10 years by examining self-made millionaires and self-made billionaires in the level of transition that you expect to see. The last point, number seven, build your resurgence, integrated edge with transnational relevant experience, understanding that experience give different destinations to different ambitions. Experience is not about what has happened to you. Experience is what you do with what has happened to you. And consistently examine venerated personalities that through transnational relevant experience made the world struggle their struggle, make their country struggle their struggle, and they were able to crack difficult problems, crack difficult Herculean tasks and data hiccups, and make themselves self-millionaires. Extrapolate the appendix strategies, the blistering approaches to build your transnational relevant experience, as done by a man called Lax Rabin Sori, a Danish businessman, a former CEO of a pharmaceutical company in Newby over the period. So examine the transnational relevant experience that you need over the period. Then this transnational experience will help you make the world struggle your struggle, will make a community struggle be your struggle to crack difficult problems. And through cracking difficult problems, cracking Herculean tasks and data hiccups, you can make yourself self-made millionaire over the period consistently. So I want to tell you, go to my YouTube channel. I have the username because I have a lot of motivational message on my channel, and nothing can stop you. Watch them, subscribe to them for me. Also have another channel. Bismarck say I have this. Also, your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. Watch my teachings on dating, courtship, and marriage, and subscribe to them for me. Thank you for blessing support. I have this ebook for you guys. Go to Amazon Kindle and download. Building a competitiveness in the crowded planet, $4. To be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There is something inside you the world is in need of, $4. Leaders of generation thinkers, $5. Amazon Kindle and Gamble. Go there and subscribe to them. Always remember to build yourself as self-made millionaires. If you want to impose your brilliance on this world, remember you have to reinvent yourself, give yourself the best possible shape to have that level of agility to achieve that. Bye-bye. Thank you for